Hello and welcome back to Spoken Essays. I'm Harshal Vora and you are watching the one and only live video. Now I hope to finish the rest of the timer, the 25 plus 5 clock in this live video, and we can get started with a new certificate in the next week. Now this is the end of this week and this is the end of this week's live video. Well, the last live video of this week, so to speak. So without further ado, let's begin and let's see what we have in store with us today. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And in the background, there's a lot of rain going. It's amazing. I actually did not want to spend some time coding, but coding with with the rain in the background is just too cool to ignore. So let's do it. Okay. So that's the main screen. Now I was googling the meaning of latency while we were at it. So the meaning of latency is the delay before a transfer of data begins following an instruction for its transfer. So kind of, so I may have been using the word latency. I may have just been throwing around that word. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure what it means, but it says the delay. So the delay before a transfer of data begins. Well, there's no delay in our transfer of data, but this thing returns problems. Now let's see what problems we came across today. In a session, while the live video was while I was setting up the live video, I asked it to run this problems again, and we have these as problems. Now audio file, I'm not worried about that. We can write an audio file really well, easily. That's not a problem. The problem is this: when a session countdown reaches, so a session, when the session ends, close this, when a session ends or reaches 0, basically that's it, timer must reach 0, which it does, and a new break countdown should begin counting down from the value currently displayed and id break length. Apparently that did not work. So it says timer has switched to break time. Yes, so the timer does begin, but it didn't start with the correct value. So it says it didn't start with the correct value. Why? Because it returns 0 in the beginning and then starts. So I can understand where that latency comes from, and we're going to fix it now. I'm going to remove this 1000 from this, and let's see what problems this thing shows. Yeah, problem is with latency right now. I shouldn't say latency, but if I play this, now it begins with a second. It returns 1 second. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. You see here, it starts with 2458 and not 2459. So that's a problem that we have to fix. I removed minus 1000 from this, but instead maybe we can do something else. What can we do? What we can do is something very weird. Whatever we have to do shouldn't be with this. Let's think of the latency problem, or in terms of the code. The parser first compiles all this code. Well, not compiles. I shouldn't throw words around again. It begins at the speed of this, and the timer has been set to work that way. Now it's all math really. We have to figure out the math behind this. Reset please. So reset to 25. When I click on play, it doesn't show us the 59th second. It starts with 24 and 58, not 59. We want it to show 59. That's one issue, and the next issue is also that 0 thing that we also have to solve. Maybe we can create an if loop, for loop. I was thinking of writing a for loop, but we're too deep inside this code anymore now. But if we were to run a for loop, basically it would go till 0 to 60 for seconds, and then it would go up to it would go down based on the seconds, right? Yeah, for loop could have done what this does without this data.now function. And we would have used a for loop function for each scenario, maybe print one and then this yeah. Anyway, I'm going to set the default values to 1 and 1 so we can get yeah, shorter break. Now I also wanted the speed or the time to be less, but apparently we can't do that. If I write 500, it didn't work. I mean, it didn't work in the way we wanted it to work. Now it says 2000, so it understands 2 seconds, but it doesn't understand half a second. Toggle between two background colors once every 500 milliseconds. So yeah, this is toggling, but yeah, we can also do that. We are looking for something else. Let's open call session timer. Instead of speed, let's make you 500. The same for session timer. Instead of speed, let's make you 500. So show text every half a second. It did that, maybe. Now it does, apparently. So now if I make it 100 milliseconds, that it did it quite quickly with that thing. But now I don't know if I see the difference. I mean, I'm sure 1/10 of a second would be faster than this, but apparently not, or maybe yes. Right. 50 milliseconds, please. That would be too short for our eyes to see, really, man. Come on. I don't believe it. Please, yeah. That looks, yeah, it looks the same as this. I mean, this counter is faster. I don't see a difference. I think it's because of you. Sorry, 1000 milliseconds. Maybe it's because of this that's causing problems. Maybe. Maybe all these if statements now. Date.now would be returned only once. I mean, it would only be declared once. And when it is declared once, it also multiplies these values, which would be done in an instant, really. It says seconds multiplied by. Why am I even looking at that? This should be the value, right? So takes break length value from here. So this is 1000 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 1. So it would return, yeah, it would go further. I mean, it would be what? Data now plus a few seconds in the future. But that is a constant value. It's not, yeah. This is state of break length. Now we are really dealing with global variables here, but what? Why is global variable the thought? Why is that? Why did that thought come to me? Let's see. But all of this, yeah, it all works out. When I click on this, it doesn't necessarily start with 59. Sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. You see, yeah, it showed 58 this time. Means, most probably means we can't rely on date now then. But then this calculation is quite crucial if we are using date now. need to write something else instead of this thing. I mean, yeah, something inside this function that's different, which would iterate and return a every new value every single time, which would print minutes and seconds. And I love the way they've used date now. Uh, if we were to write a for loop, let's say, why would we need a for loop? No, think. With each function call, I want it to return a new time. Is it because of this days and hours? Let's try to remove this days and hours function, by the way. Math floor distance. So it stores this, it stores that, and it stores this and that. I think if we remove these variables, maybe we can get something. It still starts with 15:8 and not 59. 1 second late. I added 1000 here and it worked. That means if you add 8000 to this value late now, or this would actually be easier. But wait, what happens? I want to see why we should solve this and not that latency issue. If I click on this, the session begins at 59. Okay, it's random, but it begins at 59, for example. Let's see. When it ends, what does it say? Maybe we ought to isolate that text change. We'll have to wait a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. And then the text changes and then the timer starts. We definitely have to change the text first, and then we ask the timer to begin. In that case, I think I'll move a bit. ये सब क्या है? Close, close, close. Right. Close this as well. Time function. Without 0, it returns negative values. Why? I mean, of course, milliseconds are different, and we're adding exact values, so it can't return absolute 0 because of that. Despite the fact that you're using them, you're using floor functions. Despite using floor functions, floor basically rounds it down, doesn't it? Rounds down is second to whatever, or is it round up? Floor, please. Right, floor, JavaScript. Math floor method returns a number down to the nearest term. Okay, what if I want round up ceiling property? What's the difference? Floor returns a number down to the nearest integer. What does f round? Floor round. F round 32-bit single precision. Floor representation of a number. Also, a more specific number than 2.60. What would it return? It would return a specific number. I see. F round. Ceiling would be round up to the nearest integer. Let's try using that then. So the floor, C. I'm sure this will have its disadvantages and advantages, but let's see. Oh, right. That is so funny. I know what happened. Let's only make the seconds sealing. Right. So that latency problem is solved now because the number was getting rounded down. Keep saying latency despite. Anyway. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 59, 58. Cool. In that case, yeah. So that's taken care of, kind of taken care of, I can say. Let's reset this. Start the session at 6 minutes. It returns 5:59. Okay. So sealing worked. Rounded up the value. We rounded up the value and it worked. I don't know what problems this will give us. It will yield. And by the way, I'm going to move view. Okay, no, command Z. I'm going to cut this down and I'm going to paste it here. Right. There shouldn't be any errors now. Call session timer, maybe reset should be in that order. Cut, remove, break timer, paste, and fold it. Right. Handle clicks, handles, whatever function, props, timer function is the timer. Yeah. Timer, call session timer, call break timer, call reset timer, call handle click. Okay. Inside this div is what we are going to where we're going to do some magic. And of course I have to edit call session timer and call break timer. Basically we're not going to set a state. Setting state takes time. The problem is with first this gets changed and then the timer begins. Because it probably must be easier for this to run, and maybe this takes a second. Maybe because this begins a second after it's called. That could also be an issue. Set interval begins a second after play button is called. This is called after a button is clicked. I think we can handle that. So two things we can do. Instead of handle click, we can maybe call break timer and call session timer themselves, and they'll keep calling themselves in the function itself. Let's do that then. Call session timer. Am I allowed to use double ampersand here? This dot call break timer. Does this ruin the thing? Apparently so. No problem. Command set it is handle click. Okay, yeah. So handle click it is, but we don't need to edit controls or see panel. Playing with the timer. This says timer label, which is you, and there are if statements for you. I'm going to write an if statement for this as well. The same way we did you, I'm going to do that. So I don't need to call a state. Yeah. Okay. पूरा ये उठा लो ना. Right. Remove you. Reset timer. Won't need this property. Remove the props. Timer label by. Is timer label anywhere else? Timer last should tell us. Very good. So we change this. Session break. And we will write if statements from reset timer, no, handle click. Somewhere inside handle click is what we are looking for. Is timer running? No, it's not here. No problem. Call break timer. Where was it? Is it break time? False and true. Yeah. This dot state dot, yeah, and paste. Right. If it is break time, then you return break. And right now apparently it is break time. Interesting. Now this dot state dot is it session time. Returns true. Then you print this. So by default it will print session. Let's see. Did I remove that, by the way? Fold the constructor, open break time. Yep. This is called, this if statement is called. session timer also. Okay, this one. Okay, very good. Let's see what this says or what this does. Wait a minute. Yeah, it printed that it's 0, 0. We need to set an interval inside this if statement. Clear interval my ID. Set interval, no, sorry. It's called set timeout. I don't think the timeout's the issue. It returns 2 zeros anyway. Let's try and remove this now from this. Allah, no, sorry. Actually worked quite well with that. What are we supposed to do? What are we thinking? The text changes to break 1 second before the timer begins. But wait, the timer begins right then and there. Or maybe they do start at the same time. It's not asynchronous. I think it's inside this that we're seeing problems. If I don't set state, then these won't call themselves. Would the order really make a difference? Let's see. It shouldn't, but hey. Let's see for ourselves. In the meanwhile, why don't you enjoy some of that rain? There's a feeling I get when I look to the west. Bang 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 bang. Ba ba bang ba ba bang 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 bang. Ba ba bang ba ba bang bang bang. Ding 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 ding. Wait a minute. Yeah, so that happened. And I wasn't looking. Sheesh. Sorry about that. Now I have to keep my eyes and ears open. I wanted to do something with my phone. I wanted to hear what the sound looks like when it's raining from my laptop, because I almost every time listen to my own voice and not the actual output. I hear the input, I should say, and not the output. Right, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And break is now set to 0 because of this set state property. because it never does that. Ouch. Youch. Youch. Now let's think why we see the text break a second before. I mean, we're trying to figure it out, but we still can't. That's not the issue. I mean, there you are. Okay. If I click on this, then yeah, that selected part disappears, which I don't want to happen. Now, this is pretty crucial. What if I remove the timer now? What will it show me when the timer ends? Tick tick down 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 down. Na 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 na. अरे यार चल भाई चल 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 Yep, you guys saw that. Ouch. So it goes 1 second beyond. And then the interval clears. Got to do something about that. Okay. I think I tried this yesterday, but I have a better eye today. Print the distance to the log every time you see it. $58,997, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. Okay. It's literally multiplied by 1,000. But it's not actually multiplied by 1,000. Pause please. Now it won't print anything. Now let's look at this pattern. It's not 59,000. Even though it should start with 59,000, it doesn't. It means we need to round this value first. Then. But you do it, don't you? So I think we should ask it to print minutes, distance and seconds. You might be flooring the wrong numbers then. Instead here, let me write distance dot floor. Sorry, I think we should write math dot floor. Math dot floor distance. Sorry. Right. Now this will look very weird. Do not worry. Now it says 54,999. That. $39, $38, $37, $36, $35, $34, $33, $32. Because you're not, despite the fact we did this, Is that allowed? Clear this and show me what the console prints. It prints 58,996. If all this is done, even if we floor it, maybe sealing it, CEIL. Okay, sorry, right. It says 58,995. So this happens and then all of this happens. Yet this is not, does not print 59,000. It doesn't reach 59,000. Console.log at this stage of the function, just after it has been initialized. So now we'll get two values in the console and they're both same. If you look here, when that happens, this is the way, and then you do this. So after 59 it returns 57. Wait a minute. Log this. It did not print a perfect number. Reset. Because I think we should be rounding date.now then. Round up date.now and round up these that value. Maybe that ought to give me, because this will be always random, because now each second in time will be different. Each second in time. If I run this function again, it will return, of course, 57,995, 56,994, and so on and so forth. Then let's keep these values random. Oh, you guys can't see the rest. Oh my god. Even with ceiling or floor values, it doesn't work. I mean, it's not it doesn't work. It doesn't work in the way I intended it to. I intended it to. There's a feeling I get when I look to the left. You saw that, didn't you? At what point was the value of that negative? Here, 163. I wanted to clear the interval and that happens. I changed the code from 0 to this. 0 was for negative values. Yeah, because one more thing we can do is, if we store date.now's value as if ceiling value, we don't need to do return a ceiling value of this, I mean a rounded value. Abe, I forgot. Oh, I missed it. Should not have kept my eyes away. Dun, 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 dun. 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Acha. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now it showed break a second before, almost a second before. It did, however, do that, but we need maybe a set timeout for you. I want to see the latency. I think we solved that with that 1 second timer. Stop the function a second before it has a chance. Na 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 na. There was a lady. Na na na. 4, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I did not show a 0 because now it can't return a negative value. It stops immediately. There. We've got to do something about that break thing as well, by the way. Because maybe setting state. No, I don't think it's about that. What do we do? Yeah, we know. I think I know what we're supposed to do. Apply math not ceiling to you. Let's see what this prints now. Abe, sorry, yeah, distance. Now the distance will not again be that. Reset please, begin. It does not say 59,000, it says 58,000. Yeah, I know why. I can do that. Call break timer. Dun, 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 dun. There was I think this should get us to do it. क्या है बे? Okay, yeah, keep the template on, which is this. Right. Run this. Okay. Despite, oh, it returned 56,000. Interesting. Wait. 59. Let's play it again. Reset, please. 59. And then it goes downhill. It says 57,994 at 58 seconds. So I think you're taken care of. Now it's your job. Basically, print now, please. Okay. Now, a rounded up version of now. Math.ceiling now. Is ceiling for decimals, by the way, to the nearest integer. Now these are all integers, so ouch myself. Ceiling only works for decimal, float integer, float values. Sheesh. Ouch, ouchie, ouchie, ouch, ouchie, ouch, ouch. What if I wanted to round it to the nearest 10th value or the 100th value or the 1000th value? Round in JavaScript. Nearest integer. Round of 2 decimal places, that's okay. How to round of 3 decimal places. So round is for decimal places in JavaScript. Round to nearest 10 or whatever. To round a number to the nearest 10, math ceiling method is used. It will round the number to the upcoming largest integer. That's integer again. Integer. I would like to round integers using this JavaScript. 29 to 30, 25 to, 24 to 30, 19 to 20. 24 should be, okay, you're rounding up. Okay, how to round an integer up to the nearest 10 using JavaScript. This question was answered apparently a few years ago. This is the question. If 7 is passed, I should return 10. If 30 is passed, it should return 30. Divide a number by 10, round the result and multiply. Ouch. Yeah, that would get us what we're looking for. And then we'll cause a loop. Okay. So you take a number, let's say math date dot now, divided by, oh my god, so many thousands. This will become redundant in a few years. Probably a few days, if you ask me. These are big integers, aren't they? Dividing number by 10, round digit multiplied by 10 again. For example, 33 divided by 10, 33.3. 3 rounded, 33 rounded equals 3. 3.3 rounded. If I write ceiling to this number, it should work. Now we need to know how many digits. What? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 6, 13 digits. Okay. That's stupid math. Yeah. Maybe we can do something else. I do want to do something else with this, because we are changing the state value and we can clear intervals. Whatever math happening here, if it can be changed, I would love it. Basically this and that, not even that much actually. Well, yes, but yeah. What makes me think? By the way, yeah, just 1 second. You keep playing your tunes. The problem we're facing is that the text changes a second before, like 1 second before this can get the opportunity to change. So at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it started with a break. Did break say 59 or 58? I didn't see it. I want to see it again. एक लड्डू तो फूट रहा है. If distance is negative, then don't return when it says that. Wait. First of all, break appeared a second before. We need that. We definitely need that. Now, can I write command Z a couple of times? Apparently not. Or maybe I can. if you listen very hard. Now instead of doing this, then I'm going to write another if statement. Wait. Yeah. I don't think that seems to be the problem. So instead of changing the timer to this, we change it to this basically. So instead of negative 0 1, we see 0 0. I mean that's cool and all, but why does the text break appear before? I think it's because of those Boolean values. This Boolean value changes quite quickly than this. What am I thinking? I'm still thinking of using that set timeout for a few seconds and then run again. What does this do, by the way? Okay, so now we experimented, but no. As cool as the tree, as scary as the sea, as hot as the time, as the climb. I wanna be. Oh, 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 I wanna be. Is everything. Four, 3, 2, 1, 0. I saw it. You stop this and then print this and then do this. So let's think of the order. Maybe we ought to change the order. I mean, yeah, we are trying to do that for some time now. The order is it reaches 2 zeros. At the same time, the text called break or session changes from session to break or break to session, and then the timer begins. A second later, we need latency, maybe this. Maybe. Or figure out a way that we don't have to make the timer 0 0. Or we ask it to clear the interval. When though, this is the perfect if statement and it's inside this function. Call clear interval my id if you reach a distance, if the distance is 0 0, is negative. As soon as it gets negative, a few things happen. The state's value changes and the text changes. Plus it's -1. Okay, कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा. We need some latency between this and this. Actually no, this and this. I mean, not latency, let's say, yeah, some short time period, so to speak. What can we write? What can we, must we write? I think my mic might be too loud for you. Yeah, okay. And of course I'm closer to it. How do we make the text change a couple of seconds after? The math isn't mathing. Funny. Can I set timer to be negative? Happen 1 second early. Acha, optional. Number of milliseconds to wait before exit. Default value is 0. After a number of milliseconds. So if I don't mention any milliseconds, what are you there for? Set timeout is executed only once. Use the clear timeout method to prevent the function from starting. To clear a timeout, use the ID return from set timeout. Yeah. We not clear timeout. We're not looking for clear timeout. We're looking for set timeout. Clear timeout would prevent the function from starting, say, which is what we're using, aren't we? Oh, we're using clear interval. Wait, what are you? Clear interval, yeah. Okay. I mean, I understand why. But then again, even if they were in this function called yet, they caused the problem. Even if they, let's say, change the value of this text here, instead of printing break in session here, let's say they do it here in call break timer. I wanted to print that a few seconds after. Then let's see. Let's say this dot क्या नाम था, set time out this dot set state whatever with after 5 seconds. We need that again. Is it session time? Is it break time? What are you called? You called div timer label. Yeah, we're going to use timer label again. Should have defined it in here. Okay, not here, sorry. In states value, state values. The default value is a session. Yeah, you can fold again. कहाँ तकलीफ आ गई इसको? कहीं पे भी नहीं. हाँ funny. Okay. अबे कहाँ गया? हाँ, टाइम आउट. I wrote it for call break. हाँ ठीक है, इस पे करते हैं. Set state, timer label to break. अबे उसका वो कहाँ गया? हाँ, parenthesis. Right. What seems to be the error now? No errors. 100 plus unsaved changes. Please save the change. Please, I beg you. Timer label, unexpected token. अच्छा, यहाँ पे कॉमा नहीं डाला. Ouch, ouch. अब क्या है बे? Oh, sorry. So this is what you might call asynchronous functions. Might or would or yeah. Anyway, let's see. At least change the break. Wait, look. कहाँ गया? Oh, why are you? अच्छा, you must have folded. C name, C panel. Not the timer. Not the controls, only the timer. इसको क्या करेंगे? हम इसको उठा के कट टेक्स्ट एडिटर में डाल देता हूँ. So I don't have to write that text again. I don't want to, really. Let's see. Ding 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 ding. Youch. $33, $34, $35, $36, $37, $38, $38, $9, $40, $41, $42, $43, $44. Nine, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, break. Come on, I'm going to take a short break, man. I'll be right back. I do want to obsess over this, but you've got to know your limits. Or, set some limits. I'll be back. In I'm back. Hello. Right. Ouch. 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 Right. What did this do by the way? Ha. Yeah, we need to do that too, don't we? Can't. So begin this session. A bit. In the meanwhile, let me also look at some CSS. Did we set a font size for all of them? I did 35 pixels for this. What happened to the rest though? This is because I zoomed in. Oh, right. Okay. This is 10 REM, and this should be 3.5 REM. Let me not change that. Wait, but I can. 3.5 REM. That won't reset it. It will only resize you. Let's set the REM size as well. So 2 errors. First it showed 60 and then 00. 60 is not possible. Okay. So that ceiling has got to go. Now we have that problem again. 1 second. So in the 59th second it doesn't print it, does it? Do you? Because you're trying to do all this calculation and then print it. So it makes it, slower for the code. The code is slower. Actually no, because of floor this should be 59 but it returns 58. What we need is this first and then that text appearing a second before it's intended. Which it doesn't do anyway, by the way. Even if we wrote 5 seconds, we're supposed to define it. Hello equals this. Hello isn't defined by the right, I think hello, define hello by the, but yeah, I'll define hello. Coolio. And then we wait. And now we wait. It looks like we can do CSS while working on this. One, zero, break, and then 0, 0. Okay. What we got to do is now it prints break and 0, 0 at the same time. Very cool. And it started with 58 because of this floor value. I'm okay with that. I really am not, but what can we do? This will always be, will always not be. Yeah. Wait, what was I gonna do? Yeah. Sheesh, I lost my train of thought. I'm going to play that timer again. When the timer reached 0, it reached 0, then the text changed and the timer began. So at least that's going on with for us. That's going for us. Yeah, for loop would be far. I mean, anything else would be far too difficult, or maybe some weird math. We'd need some weird math going. Right, interesting. Was this? It reached 0. Interesting. With floor functions. Yeah, it says 58. But does it show the break timing before? Bavary, 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 bavary. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west. Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, dun, 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 dun. Ding, ding, dun, 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 dun. 3, 2, 1, 0, break. With laughter. What I was thinking of is rounding up this value. What errors did we face? There's a feeling I get when I look to the west. Right. Let's keep that timer on. My mind's still going blank. I'm trying to come up with ideas, but they leave my train of thought quite swiftly. A lot faster than I thought. And the first will echo with laughter. Pyong, 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 pyong. Do-do-dun, do-do-dun, dun, dun, dun. This is not to wait for 5 seconds apparently. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so 7, 6, 5, Allah, we want to know if it is changing or not. Ouch. Please format the code, and you just start running man. Eha. Oh, this should be session. Sorry. There was a lady, na na na, na 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 na. And if you listen very quiet, right, now why do we have negative mind? Despite the fact that we made it a ceiling. अबे इसको क्यों फ्लोर Ouch. दिमाग नहीं दौड़ रहा. दौड़ाओ. I have to make it work. I must make this work. First of all, it makes the value negative. So the math isn't mathing. Huh. Now will it always be a 13-digit number? And she's by the stairway to heaven. Hello, go away. Hello from the other side. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's come to see you again. You just keep running, man. Come on, just run. What was the issue we faced when it was ceiling? पहले तो ना ये डेट ना हटाना पड़ेगा. What do we write instead then? And if you listen very quiet, we need definite numbers. Pause. It retains a 13-digit number, right? Date by getDate method. Date object returns milliseconds. GetDate, okay. Or now. milliseconds since January 1, 1970. Now, for how long will it be? Will it be 19 days? I don't think we need now then. If now returns a 13-digit number, we give it a 13-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's a 13-digit number. Maybe this might work, might not work. Didn't work. Do we have countdown date defined anywhere else? Oh, wait. It might be running in the background for all we know. What does the distance return in the log? $60,000, $60,000, $60,000, $60,000 always. Because it's not data now every second, they should decrement every second by 1,000, which date.now does. In that case, yeah. What? No, wait. Good thinking, but wait. Think. Yeah, I wanted to change by 1,000 every time. Yeah, there you have it. Then it says 59 every time. Okay, that's got to be funny, man. Oh, I see. This has to be a global variable. I mean, this will get us what we are looking for, the precise values. Now equals now minus 1,000. Allah, that was here. And let me define this somewhere outside. This is going to be global. Yeah, pretty much. Now equals this. Oh my god, that's going to be so funny. I think that should get us what we're looking for. Okay. Now it's incrementing. Why though? So now equals now minus. So countdown date stays the same. With each increment. So now equals now minus 1,000. So it will return countdown date. Acha. Should I make this plus? Will that make it go in the opposite direction? Apparently so. Apparently so. Let's see. Youch. I mean, yeah. It won't work after a point. That's the closest we have come. Because we're tweaking code, remember? We will get a perfect zero now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I know that's so funny. Yeah, you guys get it. Why that is funny. Now I'm going to cut this value. I'm going to do that for each of you. Yeah, sorry. It's the same for this session time. So let's see what it yields now. A perfect 5,000. Oh, by the way. Now, if distance is 0, right, okay. I think I should write an equal to sign. A bit cardio equal to sign. Let's see. So now we have a perfect second because now it's actually math. Well, it was math all the time anyway. All along, every time. Yeah, but mathing. Let's see what happens when it starts with break length. I'm so sorry, I should have used that and not equals to 0. That is too funny. Okay, I'm not worried about the log anymore. Let's see. That is too funny to be ignored. Yeah. And if you listen very quiet. Oh, I didn't notice the break. Ouch. Youch. This looks to be working functional. This seems to be functional. Yeah, I looked away. Shouldn't have looked away. 37, 36. Wait, what? 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. Did I miss something? 37, 36. Did it print 37 twice or what? 39, 38, 37, 36. Achha, I was just, yeah. There's no glitch. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It prints session at 0. A second away. Taking away the moments that make up the dull day. Fidget away the hours in an offhand way. Kicking around on a piece of ground in your hometown. Waiting for someone or something to show you the way. Tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. This won't matter. Okay, very good. You are young and life is long. And then one day you find. Oh, hello, Jill. Yeah, the street dogs. Yeah, they have their life, man. They just live their life on the easy mode. What can we do? क्या ये पागल है ये सब छोड़ना. Right. And you run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking, racing around to come up behind you again. I will lower the volume. The sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older, shorter of breath, and one day closer to death. Every year is getting short, never seem to find the time. Hanging on in quiet desperation is the English word. The time is up, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say. So we're almost there. It prints 00, very good. And then this starts, that's also very good. But the text prints faster. Why though? The time is up, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say. Home again. I like to be here when I can. When I come home, rolling in tide. It's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Far away across the field. Okay, we need maybe 1 second timeout. I want the numbers and the text to appear at the same time. That means this should be either they're called too soon or they are set too late. The street dogs are trying to cameo in my stream, yeah. Agreed. How do we make it go deliberately late? Is it because of Boolean? Booleans work quite well. Ding ding. Home, home again. I like to be here when I can. This is 0. When I come home, cold and tired, it's good to warm my bones beside the fire. You're working perfectly well. Only the text appears like literally a second before. If I were to do this, then I would lose that. Yeah, you keep going. Give me a youch. Pause. Okay, maybe I saw a glitch or something. Sorry. Right. It's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Feels good to warm my bones beside the fire. Yeah, okay. We might use set timeout. You should. Set timeout. Inside this I'll write if this big prime is true. Wait a minute. ब्रो नहीं, यहाँ पे मैं कैसे लिखूँगा? Set timeout method in React. This will run after 1 second. We want this to work that way, exactly this way. Right. This is not that different one. What we are doing? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we solved one thing. Now it, yeah, shows us perfect time. I don't think we'll need to use floor anymore. But I'll keep it anyway, shouldn't I? Yeah, we really don't need floor anymore. The math has been made perfect. We can never, of course, print real time with this, but hey, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to create a timer with a definite amount of time. Oh, Ludi, look at that. That is so interesting. Because you weren't called. You also have to call it. Youch. This dot set timeout. Oh, but it won't know what this is because it's bind. Think. Wait. This doesn't mention the second, by the way. Seconds, by the way. So how will we do that? Solve that? Save this, please. Okay. Right. Run the code. When I come home. Now we won't experience those glitches with data.now that we experience with data.now because data.now is an internet's function. Won't need to call data.now. It saves us some time, not all. Now we'll not get negative values, but we still haven't figured that session break thing. Maybe now we will. 2, 1, 0 and break. Break begins at 0, 0, session begins at 0, 0. Still problem. I need to define set timeout somewhere to only appear after 1,000 milliseconds. That way, this won't appear until after 59 or whatever. Can I do this? Can I? Am I allowed? It's not even taking any prompts. We'll see. It's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Far away across the field. Come on. 6, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, break. Nope. We need to utilize set a timeout somehow. It does change the text to that. I mean, it calls that set timeout. It's not the function. Its function isn't to do that. We come home. Am I allowed to do this then? But can you do this? Ha ha ha. Right. That would be incorrect, init. Wait a minute. It's not expecting an if statement. I understand. Maybe if we use ternary operators, will you appreciate ternary operators? Nope. Keyword this. Yeah. Because we haven't bound it. This dot set timeout equals this dot bind this. Yup, still has a problem. This thing's color and this thing's color is different. Why? Still, this dot state. Set timeout. I wrote set timeout, didn't I? I mean, if I move this to this, then no. Or if I save this as an object, still errors. No. When I come home, it's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Nope. It has a problem with an if statement written this way. I mean, not this way, not even this way. It's not appreciating an if statement. Right. Time, please. Maybe. Yes. I have to write this dot time please, but time please is not defined. Bound. Or maybe it is. Let's see. There is no set timeout anymore. It only does this much. Do I bind it? Let's see whether we should or not. Error with binding. This dot state is undefined. We have to bind this. This dot what? अबे वो दिखाएगा नहीं. Time please. Dot Cool. Right about now there shouldn't be any red errors, which it doesn't. Okay. Reset please. Start again. Yeah, 59. Very good. Let's see if there's a latency now. Set timeout. Maybe there will be there, maybe there won't be. We'll see. Yeah. Done. Only thing left is now the sound. Let's check the tests. In the meanwhile, this is testing. I'm going to take a short break. When I come back, we'll finish this. Yeah, just nothing, never mind. More interesting events have occurred. Maybe I didn't see the if statement or something. Let's see. If it is break time, then you call it break. If it's not break time, you call it session. But timer has reached 0 but didn't switch to break time. Expected session to not equal session. And what? Timer has reached 0 but didn't switch to break time. Expected session to not equal session. Again. When a break countdown reaches 0 and a new countdown begins, oh, that's taken care of. It didn't indicate the string has begun. Interesting. When a session countdown reaches 0, a new countdown begins. Okay, to not equal session. Okay, apparently. I have to look into that. Right. Didn't we remove the render text? I hope we did. Session length up, down. Then this is the label. This is the timer 09 whatever. And when a break countdown, timer has switched back to session time. Okay, but it didn't start with the correct value. Expected 0 to equal 1. Cube. Okay. Expected 0 to equal 1. What? First things first, let's solve this bit again. Session to not equal session. When a session counter reaches 0, when a session ends, a new countdown begins. The element with the ID of timer label should display a string indicating a break has begun. Basically, the text should change, which it didn't. Okay, so the text should change. What else? When a session countdown reaches 0, basically 0, 0, a new break countdown should begin, counting down from the value currently displayed in the ID break length, which says timer has reached 0 but it didn't switch to break time. Expected session to not equal sessions, I think. Okay. When a break countdown key reaches 0, a new countdown begins. The element with ID type label should display a string indicating the session has begun. Apparently that works. और क्या है? I'm not going to look into audio. When a break countdown reaches 0, a new session countdown should begin. Expected. Okay. It says timer has switched back to session time. Okay. But it didn't start with the correct value. Expected plus 0 to equal 1. So they're expecting 1. Why? Let's see. These global variables are very cool indeed. 1 1 please. Right. अरे बाप रे. It's dead. How about 25? Okay. 1 again. Huh. Am I not seeing this right? I don't think there's a problem with time. Some text, it's not replacing it. Four, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah. Okay, let's see what the break after it's what it says after the break. The break ends. 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 49, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 36, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Session. Yeah. Did the session start with 58 and not 59? It expected 1. Where did it expect 1? Let's look at you. What do you do? Not right. चल रहा रात के 1 बज गए. Oh. Started with 1-0 and not right. Yeah, we have to add 1 more second to break then. And when the break ends, another second to you, don't we? Home again. What if I did this? Annoying. Whatever we got to do is with this. Yeah, let's see what you do now. Yeah. Okay. Reset please. And I click 25. Okay, you print 25 for a second then, don't you? I see. Reset. Wait a minute, but that is very short. What did it look like before? Okay, that was almost perfect. In that case, yeah, I'm gonna do some magic. उस पतंग को खींच ले दिल रे दिल ले ले नैया. Wait, think. You want latency? अभी तो ऑडियो भी प्ले नहीं किया ना. But wait, what did we do? I don't think we've edited any code yet. We wanted to begin 1 second more. ये क्या करेगा? Reset please. Right. It's almost identical, but maybe not. ओके, हाँ नहीं उसको चलो 1100 पे करके दिखा. लेट्स सी. जिसे ही मस्ती में आए उस पतंग को खींच चले. What songs am I singing? Wow. 1-0 break. 1 second. We got what we wanted for. Let's see how the session begins now. Yeah, you guys. Okay. Cool. I think that should get us the credibility we need. Yeah, no. Yeah. Default is to be 25 and 5. Sorry about that. Now run it, please. Yeah, let it run until then. I'll be back. I have to attend to the nature's call. Yeah, I'm going to ignore the nature's call. Uh, Apparently, this is not what's if the timer is running the element with the ID of time left to display the remaining time in MMSS format, decrementing by a value of 1 and updating the display every second. What do you mean? Does it not? Oh, I waited a second, and that's because of you. Because we tried to solve this thing. उस पतंग को खींच ले. Once the timer is running, don't use that as countdown bait then. Makes that one only paused, but we have to make that. Okay, I'm gonna sit and I'm going to hold it until we pass this. What other problems did it face? Audio I understand, but now 14-15 works, so 15 is taken care of. So when a break countdown reaches a new session countdown, so yeah, that's taken care of. But now 12 and 13, timer has reached 0 but then switched to break time. Expected session to not equal session. But wait, we did solve that. When a session countdown reaches 0 and a new countdown begins, element of ID timer label should display a string indicating a break has begun. Session to not equal session. Timer has reached 0 but then switched to break time. क्या मजाक कर रहा है? I literally bent over backwards for this. Expected 00 to not equal 0. If the timer is paused and I click the element with start stop, the countdown should resume running from the point from which it was paused. अच्छा वो नहीं कर रहा है. Oh, because of one silly second. Init. Wait a minute. In that case, let's only make you and make you. So 1 second now spared. अरे हो गया. बाप रे, चालू नहीं हुआ क्या? चालू हुआ. Paused at 57. Now play again. And went 56. Very good. So yeah. We have to solve something, we have to do something else for that latency then. Maybe I know. Not only do I don't know, man. मेरा दिमाग भी फट गया है. Can't think. Maybe I don't want my brain to think. I don't know, guys. We're so close yet so far. Right. Now it goes at a faster pace. सही है. Two failures. When a session countdown reaches 0, a new countdown begins with the ID of timer label. Bro, हम लोग timer label को ही change कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे भी लिखा भी होगा time please कहीं पे भी. Oh. Wait, no, timer label is correct. क्या मजाक है यार. Show me the state. It's called timer label. We change timer label to be this and that and this and that and that and this. Timer label, timer label. The spelling is correct. Break in session. Timer is reached 0 but in switch to break time. क्या मजाक कर रहा है बे. मैं वो सॉल्व करने के लिए इतना पागल हो गया. Now it says 23 out of 29. Before it was 24. Basically, we should reach 1, 2, 3. So we should have reached 26 out of 29. I think 26. No, not 26. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, 26 out of 29. We should have passed that. Yeah, I do need to attend to the nature's call. I'll be back. You know what? Yeah. Uh, mm, I don't think I should. I think I should end this live stream here. I thought we could finish this, but we need more time, and I'm severely sleep deprived. So I'm gonna take some rest. I'll see you guys back again in the live video next week on Monday. I thought we could start afresh, but maybe not. Maybe it will take us maybe 2 or 3 more hours to finish this project, and when I come back, we will continue with the next certification. Thank you.